We're finally enjoying consistent summer heat. However, with the quick shift to warmer temperatures, homeowners and yard care providers alike are beginning to see their grass stressed out and burning up. Stan Friesen of Kaup, Forage and Turf shared some pointers with us to help guard against this new development when it comes to yard care.
Well, as far as burning up, what you want to do is stay away from real high nitrogen applications at this time of year. So 3377 is pretty high. That's about as high nitrogen as you're going to get. It's great for greening things up, but when it gets real hot, it can stress the grass. So we have a couple other products. I have some people that'll use the 18-18-18 this time of year because that gives you a lot of phosphorus and potash, which helps the roots, gets general plant health really good, but not a lot of nitrogen, about half the nitrogen. The other option, we're seeing a lot of yellowing out there right now. The grass is still growing, and if the grass is growing and it's yellow, it's short on iron. If the grass is yellow and not growing, it's short on nitrogen. So we have an iron product that has 10% iron, which is really, really good to put on. It's got about 16% nitrogen in it, so it'll give you some nitrogen, but it gives you a lot of iron, which helps to darken things up.
Overwatering, especially with automatic systems, can cause more harm than good. The timing can also cause serious issues.
Yeah, watering, the problem with automatic watering systems is they will go every day if you want them to. And I get a kick out of driving to work, it's pouring rain and I see sprinklers going. So generally what I've done on my yard is I set my sprinklers to go every day, but I turn them off. I shut it off. If it needs water, so if I can see it's starting to gray up a little bit. If it's bluegrass, it's going to get a little bit grayer. You walk out there, you leave footprints. Okay, it's needing some moisture. Then I'll water the next day. And I might water 2 days in a row to give it a good shot. I watered this last week when it was 100 degrees. I watered every day just early in the morning so the grass had something, wasn't going to get burned up. But overwatering is a real problem, and then watering at night is probably the biggest problem because you'll get a lot of fungus showing up. We're seeing that happening already. A lot of people coming in for fungus control right now because it's wet, it stays wet all night, and the fungus just loves that. So don't water at night, and water early in the morning so it has a chance to dry out before night.
Mowing levels also need to be taken into account when caring for a healthy lawn. As with most things in life, you don't want to get too high and you definitely don't want to get too low.
Mowing, I mow mine at about 3.5 inches, and that's a little bit tall. 3 to 3.5 is about where you want to be. You don't want to be under 2 inches. The real key with mowing is trying not to take off more than 1/3 of the plant when you mow, which has been tough to do this year because it's been raining so much. And so what I've had to do is actually raise it up, maybe to 4 inches, take a cut there, and then drop it another notch and mow it a couple of times or a couple of consecutive days and lower it, get back to that 3.5 inches. But yeah, you don't want to be taking off half the plant. I mean, that stresses it pretty good. So about 3.5 inches is a good height, but never more than 1/3 when you're taking it off.
Reporting for News Channel Nebraska, I'm Andy Klassen.